Finally today, we're talking with our OSU Extension beef cattle specialist, Dr. Dave Lalman, in our Beginning Farmers and Ranchers segment about the best ways to operate a squeeze chute.
My name is David Lalman. I'm an Extension beef cattle specialist at Oklahoma State University. We just weaned our calves here, as you can hear in the background, here at the Range Cow Research Center. And we've been processing cattle here for a couple of days. I just thought I'd take this opportunity to share a couple of concepts relative to using a squeeze chute that maybe a lot of beginning farmers or ranchers may not have thought of before or might not realize. First of all, how to let an animal out of the squeeze chute. That's a pretty fundamental concept, but I think a lot of people that have run thousands and thousands of cattle through the squeeze chute would tell you, when an animal enters the squeeze chute, the order of things is generally going to be that the operator will close or catch the animal in the head catch, and then if the procedures require the animal to be squeezed tighter, they'll apply the squeeze. And then you'd think that the most logical way to let them go would be to do it in just the opposite order, and that is release the squeeze and then let the head catch, release the head catch so the animal steps out. But generally what happens, or in many cases, is they'll back up in the squeeze chute. And so what we've discovered, and I'm sure very experienced people around these squeeze chutes would tell you, is that actually if you let the head catch, if you release the head catch first, and then once the animal tries to take a step forward, go ahead and release that squeeze, that it makes for a lot smoother exit rather than doing it in the opposite direction. So that's my tip on how to let a cow out of the squeeze chute.